Hello everybody, Mike and Angelika here again. Actually, I'm behind the camera this time.
Yeah.
And we've got Pastor David and his beautiful wife and their little baby with us. And there's my wife. And they recently had this great trip over to a place called Chiboga. And they did a purity conference, some leadership stuff, and visited the church there. And maybe you could tell us a little bit more about your time that you spent there. Let's start with the purity conference. How did that go?
Okay. Yeah, first of all, I want to appreciate everybody out there that was praying for us as we went to Chiboga. The Purity Conference was for young people aged between 13 and possibly to 25 or 30 that live in Chiboga, but also they are attached to a Christian school. One of the members of the church that we visited has a Christian school that has close to 400 or 500 young people hungry for the Lord. And our desire was to impart them with the values of purity. And this is what was very sweet about these young people. Number one, they were aligned to the fact that God created sex, but it's for the right time. And we are also taken through the 4 key areas on how to address the issue of sexual purity. What was interesting for me and what I heard from the young people, number one is how they set goals. They were able to set goals for life because it was about setting a goal. When the more you look at the word of God on one side and on the other side the goals, the less you focus on the sexual desires because you are focused on the goal. And there were young people. For example, one young girl talked about the fact that their family, she wants to change the status quo. They get pregnant and they act in this promiscuity before they finish school. In one of our goals is that I will keep pure so that my family can look at me as a model that a young girl can stand in purity and get married and finish school before they get pregnant. And for me, that was very interesting.
How about you, Angelika?
Well, I found the children, or the young people, let's say, not children, they were very attentive. They were taking notes, and I think for them it was a new concept.
Yes.
Not to live, because the main point I really wanted to drive home was, look, you don't change coming to the Lord, one rule for religious, another rule. There, it's liberty. It's what you make your mind up, what you choose to do, not don't do. No, it's important what you choose to do.
Exactly.
And that was the point that I really, really wanted to drive home, and I hope I succeeded with that.
Just add a little thing. One of the things that we also challenge here in Africa is that we are taught that when you have these desires, it's the devil. So you fight the devil against it. And that's why when we came to that area of denial, many of them were known to know only that side, because that's how we preach here. Deny and also know that this is the devil. It was a new message for them to say that you can direct them into godly path, and then God can help you
Yeah, that's so true. I mean, God created sex. The
Exactly.
devil didn't create anything.
Exactly.
He took it, he perverted it.
Exactly.
And unfortunately, there's a religious approach that tries to
Yeah.
blame the devil for desires that God gives us.
We spend warfare on that here.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Okay,
So we had a great time.
good. Well, we're going to go a little bit longer. Normally, I would stop the video at this point, but you guys also had a leadership conference where there were some young people that were there. Maybe you could take 30 seconds, 45 seconds to tell us how that went.
Yeah, we had a character seminar for around 1 or 2 hours with the leaders in the community, especially the pastors. A character issue. And one of the things that I heard from the pastors is the self-reflection on how they are leading, not with the title, but with character. There's one lady who confessed that she even came to the seminar and the pastor told her it's an act of disobedience.
Yeah.
I hear even in their church, they
beat.
they spunk. That's the character of the pastor. And she was crying because she said, how I wish we knew about this. She had lost confidence in herself, indoctrinated, whereby the character of the pastor is superseding all the others. I don't know.
It's superseding the word of God, if you want to say that way. he did. He treats his sheep like he had the power over them and nothing
Exactly.
godly in his
Wow.
own character, because you don't beat your sheep
Yes.
just because of any small thing they do or you perceive whatever they
Right.
did. It's
Well,
yeah,
well,
exactly.
I am so glad you guys were able to put that together. And
Yeah.
Pastor David has a gifting and a calling to lead leaders. It's something that my wife and I are called to do as
Yes,
well. And there's plenty of opportunity for
Yeah.
us to continue doing those things. So we thank you all for praying for us, and Pastor David, the opportunities that God has given us to work together has been
Hallelujah.
fantastic. And
Absolutely.
we're going to continue praying for all you guys over there in the United States. Keep praying for us, and we'll see you next month.
Bye bye.
Amen. Bye.